I still don't have an intro, but who needs one? Hey everybody, this is obviously Sprocket here, and today we are jumping into XCOM Terror from the Deep. Now, if you do not know what this game is, I'm going to start with this. Do you fear the ocean? The deep depths that most of the world has never seen, though we can only fathom what's down there. Science says that, theoretically, with the pressure and the lack of light, very little should live very far down. And that's probably true. But haven't you ever thought about if maybe that wasn't so true? If there was something truly terrifying down there. Terror from the Deep's about that. Terror from the Deep is the sequel to the 1994 XCOM, which, as you'll see in a second, graphically, you can tell it's from the 90s. It's a turn-based strategy game, and the difference between this and the original XCOM is that this is much, much harder. We'll jump into a new game just to kind of show off what's going on here. I'm not going to turn on Iron Man because this game could be buggy. As just a heads up, I am not playing this off of like Steam or anything like that. I am using OpenXcom. So I've purchased the classic XCOM games, but I am playing them through OpenXcom, which is basically rebuilt both the original XCOM and Terror from the Deep to be, playable on a modern computer. So let's jump in with we'll go genius for this. No, in the style of you only die once, loser. We'll go superhuman. That being said, by choosing this, I am giving up our chances of, succeeding. Okay, so a couple of things just to preface. First things first. As you can see, this is the planet Earth, for the most part. Some things are a little funky looking. The maps may be a little, odd looking. This takes place in 2040, so things have changed a little bit, as you can likely see. Now, we have to set up in the ocean, so we're going to set up here. We're going to name it YODOL HQ. And we're going to position our airlock here. Now, one of the advantages of OpenXcom is that you can build your starting base as you want it to look, instead of the horrible, foolish setup that the base game has. Which some may consider that an advantage. I would say that with this rule set, it's not going to matter. So, what does this mean that we're doing a YODOL run in XCOM Terror from the Deep? Well, basically, in XCOM games, in turn-based games like this, if you've seen my Phoenix Point stuff, you'll know that sometimes soldiers get wounded or die, and that's to be expected. So most of the time, it wouldn't be an issue to just go to purchase and recruit and hire some new soldiers. I'm not allowing that. We have our 8 starting soldiers, and that's it. When they die, they're dead permanently. I'm not going to reload any saves to save anybody. I'm not going to recruit any new soldiers, except for very particular circumstances. Because the thing about Terror from the Deep, and the thing about classic XCOM games in general, is that you can get to a point where if you don't recruit new guys, it's not just a matter of the game being difficult. You physically can't do certain things. So, we have a couple of circumstances which I can recruit new soldiers in. Number 1, we complete very specific story-based techs. So if we go to research here, we only have a few scientists and a few things we can research right now. There are certain technologies that when you research them, just advance the plot. Don't do anything else there. They don't give you anything else, but I will allow myself to get a soldier for each one of those to complete. There's only like 4 or 5 of them. If we get that far to actually research any of them, then I get a single soldier for each one I research. Number 2, terror missions. If by some miracle I A. defeat a terror mission, B. have surviving civilians on a terror mission, and C. haven't been forced to end the run after said terror mission, then I am allowed to recruit a single soldier. Which I think sounds totally fair. And option number 3 is if we build a new base. Because building a new base is basically, let me just check price-wise what that is. That's like a huge pile of money to just build the basic base without anything in it. And our resources are going to be stretched thin as it is. So having extra bases probably not going to be a thing. And even if I do, that's one soldier for basically hundreds of thousands of dollars. So maybe that's the cheapest quote-unquote option. Because obviously once a base is destroyed, I could just build a new one. But that's very expensive for a single dude that could be absolutely awful and die in his first mission. But yeah. So that's what we're doing. Couple other things. If a soldier gets wounded, I think I can change it in the options so that they're still forced to go on missions. Which means no rest for the injured. Also, if you see here, medikits, that would be helpful. I will allow myself to research medikits. I will not be building any. Which means if a soldier is injured on a mission and is bleeding out, even though he's somehow survived, he is not technically in the clear. He's got to make it through the rest of the mission first. And I think for now that's all I really need to cover. So we're gonna do our starting research stuff. I'm gonna start with Gauss technology because most of our guns are terrible and most of our soldiers are terrible. So we can change one of those things. We might as well. Now, speaking of terrible soldiers, so I just sorted by firing accuracy here, which is basically one of the most important stats in this game. As you can see, we have some with 40 at our lowest and 66 is our highest. Now, this is vaguely your percent chance to hit on a given shot. That's the very rough, not totally correct calculation of things. But basically, this soldier has approximately a 40% chance to hit with a gun that is with most weapons. In most situations. This soldier, on the other hand, has a 66% chance to hit. Which means there's a huge difference in how good this soldier is versus how good this soldier is. Simultaneously, though, you may notice that 66, alternatively 2/3 of a chance to hit, being our best soldier, sounds a little low. And if you think that's the case, you haven't seen these games. But I think we're going to keep with our soldiers being named as is, except I'm going to put a little plus sign in everybody above 60. Just so that I remember who's good and the people to not throw it off of the ship immediately and get killed. These people die second. Those 3. Yeah, so we're gonna hopefully get to know these guys a lot, and they won't die, and we'll be a team forever. That's not gonna happen. So, for some reason, not all of the equipment is on the ship. Let's change that. Dye grenades, very important. And we can purchase some stuff as well. Also, tanks are banned. Tanks are very powerful, because you can just sit them in the base or send them on a mission. They're pretty good, hence why they're banned. Grab some tasers. Grab some chemical flares, because I'd like to be able to see. Magna Pack explosives, aka high explosives, absolutely. we're going to need more dart guns and way more clips. And let's get some more harpoons. And that's as much storage space as we have. So maybe one less harpoon gun and more harpoon rounds. There. Got those on the way. And we can't really manufacture anything. Sorry about the cut there. I basically just had to make a couple of quick modifications. I realized I had some options on that are definitely not in the spirit of things. Like making Gauss weapons better. I don't need help. And making high explosive, the Magnapac's better. Again, I don't need that help. Let's start just scanning. Got our first sub. Now, as you may have guessed from the fact that, you know, it's submarine, we can only really do missions that are underwater, which is a thing. We downed this sub. Okay. So, not bad for our first little objective there. I'm going to wait until it's daytime, because visibility is pretty important. Now, I'm just going to go and check the base real quick. Those items that we ordered won't be here for 11 hours, which means we're going to have to do the first mission without any of that. Now, let's move in. Got a crash site. Extreme caution. There will be aliens in this submarine and around the site. This mission will be completed when all enemy units have been eliminated or neutralized. Recovery of alien sub-remains, technology, and alien corpses can then be initiated. So, most of the time, when you do your first mission, you know, in these games, it's kind of a grinder. You're going to find out who lives, who dies, who's a good soldier, who's not so great. You'll get your first promotions, and yada yada yada. What we may have to do here is find the first alien we can, kill them, drag them into the ship, and run away, like the big brave heroes we are. But let's see how this goes. I'm going to go through and take everyone's things away and decide who gets what. Because the game will give silly loadouts to people. So gas cannons, are pretty much the best kind of weapons we're going to have underwater. Oh, I didn't mention that, did I? Yeah. Some of our weapons only work underwater. So if we ever have to go above water for certain missions, which, spoiler alert, if we make it long enough we will, we're going to be in trouble. Also, a quick thing about firing accuracy and stuff. So basically, guns are even less accurate than originally I said, which I knew, but I didn't want to get too much mucked down in the details of. But basically, this gun, for instance, an aimed shot uses 90% of a soldier's accuracy to tell you how good of a chance you are of hitting. So, let's say you had that guy with 40 accuracy. So, that means technically he would have a 35% chance or a 36% chance of hitting, not a 40% chance of hitting. So less than I said, which is amazing. that's how this game is. Pop some high explosive in there. You get the exact same loadout. If you can carry it, can. You could just take a torpedo launcher and a pistol. Yeah. Perfect. You are good at carrying things, which means you get the cannon, because it's the heaviest thing we have. Who's our best throwing accuracy at the front line? You're actually great for this. So, firing accuracy and throwing accuracy are two totally different stats, which means sometimes what we're going to have to do is just load people up with a bunch of grenades and hope they don't blow themselves up. chances are they probably still will, but we won't tell them that. There we go. You got a bunch of grenades. And on the die grenade, we can set a timer before the battle. We're going to set to 0, which basically means that when we start the mission, we can throw this out the door, and then hide in the ship, and then hopefully not die, because the die will protect us. We might as well carry more harpoon clips. Oh, that's a dart gun, and that's a jet harpoon. I see. I ordered the wrong things. That's good. Just load up our soldiers with whatever we can get on them. You carry an extra missile. Die grenade. Magma blast. More ammo. You got 5 more pounds. Carry another torpedo. You same deal. Ammo. Ammo. Now, you guys are either going to find this boring or really hilarious. So hopefully it's the latter. Because this game can be a little confusing if you don't know what's going on. Apologies if so, but hopefully you can catch on at least a little bit. Alright. Here we go. We got our ship. We got a whole bunch of empty space out here. We do have a problem, which is we've actually spawned in the middle of the map. Joachim, open the door. Take a step outside. Our soldiers have a certain number of time units. That's this 47 here. It corresponds to this bar. He can only move as far as... He can only do as many things as his time units will allow. Sprint you up. Okay, area looks clear. So, we throw the die grenade out the door and immediately end our turn. Now, as you may be able to see, we have a lot more spots on the ship. Yeah, we're usually allowed to take 14 guys, which, were it not for the current rule set, I definitely would have. But one, we don't have that many guys. B, you know, they're all gonna die anyway, so might as well keep some of them around a little longer. Not that I have anyone that will survive if we lose this. Now, Eva takes 29 time units to prime the grenade. So why don't you, where's the inventory button? There it is. Take out your gun. Let's get you on top of the sub. Keep our guys in the ink if we can. Get Andre up there. You've got the big gun. We'll head out this way. Alright, now we got our 3 good shots. So we definitely want one of you up at the top of the sub. We want Junhu to stay there. And we want Hunapo to kind of come here. So that way he can respond in any direction. But what we want to do is expend all of his time units. Because you can take a snapshot with the missile launcher. And you will kill your own guys that way. So let's not do that. Let's end our turn. We got shots coming. So we know we got movement up this way. And we can see him. We have an Aquatoid. How far is he? Pretty far. I think you'll have the best shot of anybody. You can take an aimed shot. Totally missed. Nice. With 17 you can move there. Unfortunately it's not enough to take a shot. could move there and take a snapshot. Total missed. Crouch and hope for the best. That's how this goes sometimes. You miss all of your shots and just kind of hope that your soldiers don't die. You, Andre, might as well try and take an aim shot at this guy. Got him! So, we hit and crit, which is good. We don't know if he's bleeding. He might be. You crouch as well. And move our Grenadier this way. Anything up here? Go ahead and stay right there. And we still got time here. We'll probably do this mission, see how we're looking, and then call that today. So this might be a little bit of a longer series just because, you know, a couple of small missions. Although this is the Friday slot, so maybe not. Maybe we'll have them be a little longer. In which case you probably just see a little bit of a cut at some point. Expend your time units. Jun can now step out of the ship in case he needs to respond somewhere. And let's hope that poor Deckley up here survives. So that's one down. Rest in peace. Take another shot. Oop. Yeah, enemies can just randomly fire back, too. I don't know if I mentioned that. I don't know if you assume that. But that's a thing they can totally do. We got one. We had one alien on that mission. The rest were killed in the ship, I'm guessing. Oh no, there was only one alien. We got some artifacts, we killed an alien, but we did lose an operative. Poor Deckley. We got ion beam accelerators, magnetic navigation, aquaplastics, and zerbite. All very useful things. And Andre's stats went up. So, your soldiers, if they somehow survive, will get better, which is cool. We got a sonic pistol, some zerbite, an aquatoid corpse, ion beam accelerators, magnetic navigation, and aquaplastics. We don't need to sell any of that yet. And that's just because I've loaded a bunch of stuff on the ship. And Andre is now an ensign, which is nice. And we did unfortunately lose Deckley. Can we take a look at him? No. Get back to the base, everybody. And I'm gonna go to Aquanauts and check the memorial. This is another part of OpenXcom. If you play the original XCOM and like it, and don't use OpenXcom, I very much suggest that you should. It's a very nice update to the game. So he was one of our middle-of-the-line guys. Yeah, he was pretty middle of the line. Which is a shame, but that's the way the game goes. We got all our things, which means go to the submarine and load it with all the things. We only need like 9 dart guns because we only have 7 guys. Another jet harpoon, all the ammo, all the magna packs, all the thermal tasers, all the chemi flares. Loaded up to the 9s. Alright, and how's the research going? Interesting. I think we're actually going to research the sonic pistol. And I did forget, of course. While I'm not allowed to recruit more Aquanauts, I can recruit more scientists, which is something I should definitely do. I don't know why I didn't do that. Let's put everybody on the sonic pistol, actually. We got our scientists in. Come on, eggheads. Get to work. And you know what? How many more space for guys do we have? Very little. So we will not recruit more. But But I willed build us a wide array sonar. And alien containment, because we kind of need that. And now that we've used quite a bit of our money, let's throw up a living quarters too. How much would torpedo defense cost? I don't normally buy these things, and you probably shouldn't, but where we only have 7 troops to defend the base and a base defense, yeah, what could it hurt? I mean, it's not like we can spend money on anything else right now. Alright. Oh. So, we have something interesting here. So the sonic pistol is not done yet, which is unfortunate. But we have a UFO that is touched down. It's landed up there. Which means all the aliens are still alive in it. Explore the touchdown site and if possible gain entry. Alright. We need to buy more dye grenades, but that's fine. Andre, because you're doing a little better, I'm going to give you even more stuff to carry. Like more dart clips, because we have loads of those, because I made a mistake in what we purchased. Junhu, you might as well take a harpoon clip, because when one of your compatriots die, you may need to pick that up. Okay. Andre, open the door. I hate to move Andre out first, but let's check actually. Are we in the corner? Sort of. So we have an edge of the map here, because I'm pushing on the arrow keys and it won't let me any further, and that's the edge of the map here. So the aliens are going to be more likely to be this way way out here, or like down here. It's going to take... You still have a bunch of stuff. Move to over here, and then run back and face upwards. Throw the dye grenade out there and end turn. We got some hidden movement. That's to be expected. Since, you know, the door was closed. We literally couldn't see them. Yeah, why don't you prime that grenade? Just in case. We bought a bunch of grenades, we might as well use them. Why don't you keep your time units for a second? You've got the big guns, so why don't you come down this way? Oh, we got sights. He's got a sonic blaster, which I believe is pretty much the best gun that we or they can get, which is a problem. But not with the torpedo launcher. Nice. Perfect hit. Excellent job. Now, who carries all the ammo? Joachim. Joachim, head over here. Grab another small torpedo. Toss it to your buddy, and he can pick it up next turn and reload. Margaret, get on top of the ship. Face up that way. And Junhu, you might as well get on top of the ship over here. You do not have much stamina, my friend, which is a problem. But I guess if you're going to be a sniper, it's not a huge issue. Yeah, that's fine, Joachim. Andre, he is still in the ink, so he's fine. We're going to incoming fire. Oh, grenade! Oh, grenade! Oh. 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 We lost 4 guys, and everybody's gonna panic. Nobody panicked. They're not feeling great. Oh god. So we have, on the bright side, this grenade didn't go off. They didn't kill Eva, so her grenade did not go kablooey. But it's only a matter of time. Just stay on Overwatch, you two, because... Oh, Eva's dead. Her grenade's going off. Junho panicked. Let's just stay there. One of them died. Uh-oh. That's fine. That's fine. Just hold the position. Oh, she panicked too. That's good. They are dying out there. I don't know why or how, but they are dying. Which is good. Get back up there and pick up your gun. Come on, you two. The best soldiers in XCOM. You're also the only soldiers in XCOM, but ignore that point. Ugh, I don't want to push forward with just 2 guys. We're gonna have to. Okay. Back each other up. Man. I think we were unfortunate with that grenade throw, but oh well. Sounds like we got like 2 of them in the ship, which is down here. Oh, that's all that's left of one of our friends, because they were stuck in the grenade blast. Oh. Oh, I see you. One of them's still moving around. Yeah. Junho, you were the best shot in all of XCOM. Excellent hit. Excellent shot. Okay. Hunker down. Keep eyes. Okay. Okay. This is not going terribly. I mean, it's going pretty bad. But could be worse. We could have lost already. And we know the last guy is in this massive ship somewhere. You know, around some blind corner where he'll kill us on Overwatch. Right, the entrance is down here. Stick together. That would be good to get. Hopefully we can get it. But I can't... Here's the problem is, doing this with only 2 soldiers is gonna be nigh impossible. The music is picking up perfectly for this. Hearing doors is a good thing, because the more doors we hear, we know he's still in the ship. Okay. There he is. Well, that's no good. Fire. Got him. He wasn't the last one. Okay. That's a problem. ship. He's probably in the ship. But I'm not hearing doors. Makes me think maybe not. Ugh, I hate these doors. There's more time in this. You have more stamina, so. Okay. No! Come on, buddy. Oh, he's right there next to you. Pop him. Oh, no. There's still one left somewhere. No! Oh! We lost the sub. We lost all of our operatives. We got a terrible rating. Oh. Oh man, that was fun, but I think you can see that this is gonna be difficult if we want to give this another go. And I definitely do want to give this another go. So hopefully you guys want to see more of it. Let's just check my stats. Yeah, no one's alive, so. Oh. Junhu, best shot in all of XCOM, had the most kills. Which makes sense. Who did? I don't remember. Yeah, Andre. The second Andre died, I knew we were in trouble because basically, through sheer luck, Andre was promoted to ensign. When higher level soldiers are killed, lower level soldiers will panic more. So when poor Andre got murdered, then of course everyone who was left was just gonna drop everything and flee. But we almost did it. Those subs are hard to beat, hard to penetrate. But we know for next time. Oh, and the ship is still there. We have no soldiers. We didn't even finish building anything. We didn't even finish our research. This is gonna be tough. Probably impossible. Not the right player could probably pull this off, but I'm not good enough at this game, I don't think. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna give it a try. But yeah, I can sit here on the geoscape because let's be honest, I'm gonna have to start a whole new run next time, so it doesn't matter if we lose a little bit of time. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to be nice to delivery people and be awesome out there. And I'll see you in the next one, where hopefully we survive like more than 2 missions. Until then, guys.